Hello everyone and welcome to this video. This one is going to be fun. I was going to say GED, but it's actually a Dark quest. It's a really memorable, iconic quest in which the waterfall has turned green. And there were two quests connected to this, so I'm just going to play them at the same time, a little bit mixed, little crisscross again. It's the most efficient thing to do. This one as well had a lot of writing back and forth, but it is really enjoyable. But so then, to start the Anderson quest after the one with Elizabeth and Avalon, that's just not so efficient. So that's why I just do them both. First Elizabeth, I started that soon. We're going to Anderson as well. I mean Avalon is eventually gonna send us to Vildale Lake either way, so yeah, with this one that secret path unlocked as well. But that's good, because then I can also use that in the versus video for in the future. Just a little bit of that path, including that as well. But probably one of the last ones then, because Vildale, Silver Lady Question Center and Jorvik Stables, that are my most recent versus videos, and before I do them again, but then with BSSO it's gonna be a while. Oh, that water looking green. Yeah, that I wouldn't want to touch that. Doesn't look good. Yeah, let's test the water. No, but I feel like I would then end with them. Now the very first one I want to do is Golden Hills or Moorland. Probably Golden Hills. Old versus new Golden Hills. But yeah, I was a little bit in doubt about it. Like, when I get to the versus videos, when I'm done with the quest, am I then gonna do Silverglade Equestrian Center and the Jorvik Stables and Vildale Village as well? And yeah, I am going to, because even though especially Vildale is very similar still, in the meantime there already had been some textural updates. Like you see the ground here, that rough ground. When I did the old versus new Vildale video a few years ago, that ground had already been updated to a smoother texture and some other things as well. So, and that also goes for Silver Lady Question Center and for Jorvik Stables as well. So yeah, I will do those again as well. Maybe then a shorter version, that, knowing myself, probably not shorter. But then as the last ones, because I want to do other areas first that I haven't done before, like Golden Hills and just Silverglade. Well, I have done old versus new Silverglade Village videos, but that was the old way, when I just filmed like doing one route, not short clips, but one really long clip, and then trying to time that as precisely as possible. Oh man, that was so stressful. After doing that, I was like, I never want to have to do this again. But then areas kept getting updated, and and races, but races are very easy, but I did want to do it again, but then differently. So then I thought of a different way, just shorter clips, more of them, and that would then be more doable, and that is really doable. But if you if you're gonna record one route and then again in a new updated area and then trying to time that precisely, that's really difficult. Maybe with 2 screens it's possible, but I don't have that, and I'm not gonna buy it for that. No, I like this way too. The shorter clips side by side, I think that's really fun. So just gonna continue like that. Yeah, I think when I start, so then first Golden Hills, I think then Moorland second, Fort Pinda third, probably Silverglade and Village, or maybe separate those two. It's a fourth and or fifth. Oh, but Virgrove is a big one. But that's not going to be the 5th or the 6th, and about that one I'm excited, because I haven't done Virgrove before. But I might also in general put off Jarvik Stables comparison then for a longer time, because Jarlheim hasn't been updated yet as well. And who knows, maybe once it's updated, maybe that will also be separate videos, old versus new Jarlheim and old versus new Jarvik Stables or Harvest Counties. But the thing is, when you ride by the castle or when you see it on a distance, then you see the old version. So what I basically want is, before I do another old versus new Jarvik Stables with BSSO and with a recent new SSO, then I want Jarlheim to be updated as well, because you do see the city in the distance, and then it's kinda it's not cohesive then, because then you have the new nature, etc., buildings and characters, but then the city in the old graphics, no, then I'd rather wait until Jarlheim is updated as well, to have the fully most new updated version before I do a comparison video with them. But yeah, that's gonna be a while. First I wanna be much further with the questing. The quests, yeah, they have the priority. And going again to Dark Orb, you know, it's funny, really, like, or funny, they just send us here like that, even though all those dangerous men are there, like, nice and responsible. That, oh well, I guess, yeah, we're the heroes, so. But in real life, would you do that? Send a 16-year-old girl to do this, where dangerous men could hurt her? I don't think so. Not in general. We are superior. No, just kidding, not superior. Well, yeah, it's for the sake and the fun of the game. I also, that's a little bit later in this video, I didn't have that recorded, but when you ride past the GD, a Darkcore man towards the Darkcore boss on the secret path, then their reactions, the first one just has 3 dots, its reaction to you, and the second one just basically saying move it. So mean, so hard. Yeah. Darkcore. Yeah, Darkcore can never be doing anything good. That's gotta be something bad. John Blunt. Alright, that's kind of random. John Blunt. Or was Mr. Sands called John Sands? No. Alright. What was his front name again? Was it John? Or first name? John Blunt, alright. Like, would you really put fish in that water? Like, really? Can fish purify then? I wouldn't want to do it to this poor fish, just swim in there, but I don't know that much about fish and how well they can or can't handle filthy water. So, well, maybe it's possible, but well, it's in game, but maybe it is partially based on real life. I'd have to look that up if fish can purify water. That would be slobby. Leaving your camera to lie around there like that. Would somebody well, things it can happen, of course, but to leave your camera lying around there like that, like that are the things you're really careful with, right? But I guess it can happen. It's always fun trying to apply. Yeah, the Darkcore man, they don't say it again. I wanted to show it, but they only say it the first time you pass by. Applying real life logic to the game, it remains a fun game. No, yeah, I remember this. Of course, we have to do the dirty chores. What a harsh culture. How he talks to us as well. Oh, I'll kick you off. That's really harsh. I would not want to work for Darkcore. It's a really harsh culture. A little more. Oh, he's so mean. I guess we handle it as usual. Cider. I only know apple cider, but what other cider is there then? Learned something from SSO. Apple cider is good. It's the only alcoholic drink I like. I tried more drinks, but I just don't like it. It's very quickly too bitter for me. I like other kinds of bitter, like some bitter vegetables or like lime water that really helped me get through the summer because it's so cooling. But alcoholic drinks, I just simply don't like it. I tried even the sweetest ones that my sister would call lemonade, but no, it's not my thing. Oh, should we really be touching this stuff? Well, I guess it's good that we wear gloves in this game. But yeah, that update came much later. Off hats and gloves. It also feels like just a few years ago. Yeah, I tried apple cider once, and okay, even that I take in just little sips. and I can't like drink a whole glass of it, maybe a quarter. But that is what I like the most, and it's so fun with apple cider. Thing is, in Norway, we then we made apple juice ourselves. That was so fun at that farm. First, we picked the apples ourselves, and then there was an apple cider maker. It's like a sort of press. Yeah, how do I explain that? Yeah, pressing thingy. And first a sort of crusher. You all had to manually do it. Turning it and turning the handle around. And then the crushed apples in the press. And then the more you use that pressure, the apple juice just came flowing out, and then under that there you had like a bucket or something, a clean one of course, and then you put it in. No, wait, you boil it first, I think, to make sure it's clean. And then putting it into bottles when it's cooled. I think the process went like that. But if apple juice stands long enough without any preservatives, then it becomes apple cider on its own. So I just thought it was so fun and special. Like, you don't need to do anything to make it alcoholic. It just does that on its own. So the only alcoholic thing I like is also the most natural one. You sure, James, that it will go well? I'm getting him a little bit slack. In the previous video or the one before that, there was also something with him, and then it went well for once, no problem. So he doesn't always have bad luck. I also wonder when that quest with him and Katja is going to come. When she... Well, yeah, she had mind powers. She sort of got to his mind and then showed us a vision. She did it on a distance. Yeah. Katja had Jessica's powers. Well, at least Jessica now, she can sort of, yeah, illusions. I don't know if she can hypnotize as well, but sort of those mind kind of powers. But back in the day, Katja had them. They switched the powers. First Sabine had fire powers. Now the sun, she can make portals. And with Jessica, Sabine, Katja, well, she now has the ice winter powers. And why can't I come to her name now? Elisa probably had them in the past, because that were the only powers left. And in the past, Jessica had the sun powers. She could also do things with interdimensional travel. She sent Concorde to Pandoria, for example. So yeah, they really switched the powers around. I have a more elaborate video about that as well. Yeah, can't. That's too small of a gap. We can't get through there. A bent nail, is that gonna work? Well, if Anderson can make it straight again, maybe. Rusty hammer, lol. And we're gonna make multiple signs out of SSO. Okay, good. Yeah, we got fired so quickly. Oh yeah, of course, what do they care about nature? Well, if there's no food anymore, then you're gonna care. We are way too nice with him. Can I get a job? Or we were recommending him a job with GED, like... Should we encourage that? Because GED isn't helping that well either. We're gonna make hypnotic foods. Oh, you know, I love old, morally grey Star Stable. Because these kind of means that really is morally grey, hypnotic food. But in this case, I would say it's alright, because we can't have nature destroyed like that. We'd all starve. All the food comes from nature. Well, unless it's like GMO, but can you call that food really? I wouldn't say so. No, most of the foods, it all comes from farmers, etc. And I guess that logic can be applied to SSO. Needing nature for food, because just do. Here's the mortar. Special hypnotic herbs. And the blue stone. 3 of them. They are kind of beautiful, those stones. I think these Veiled finds were really only there for the quest. Yeah, haven't seen them around before that quest. Or I must have missed it. Yeah, going to darker soon again. But we stopped by Mr. Anderson first, so we're gonna start his quest first. For right all the way over to Darkor again. Yeah, being a bit efficient. Now the water's nice and clear again. Well, to be fair, I think this water did look more realistic than the new one, new SSO. I like them both. The new one is a bit more sparkly, a bit more shimmering, that glimmer on the water. But the old one is more transparent. It seems more realistic as well. If only he knew. You little creep. Come on. What's so creepy about us? Oh yeah. That part of mixing it, the powder in it. Didn't record that accidentally, but oh well, it's just putting the powder on it, dragging it onto that. Wow, he has a change of character. So it also makes him nicer to the special pouch. Not just more obedient, but also more compliant. But also more nicer. Not more nice, just nicer. What do you mean before your legs become used? Because he's still walking around, he's still standing on it. Oh, this red suit. Well, can always use red, although nah, purple is more the color I use in this game. I see that the video is coming to an end again. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Have a good night, day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Bye!